Sister spouses Kody Brown demonstrates he's nastiest father on attention, clasp. Sister spouses star, Kody Brown, can now and again talk before he thinks. In large numbers of his connections, he neglects to consider what his activities mean for everyone around him. However, presently fans see Kody demonstrate he is the nastiest father on attention. Look at the clasp underneath, showing why individuals think this. Kody Brown has a lot of involvement as a dad. While sister spouses star, Kody Brown brought up 18 kids, he appears to in any case have a long way to go in the nurturing office. All things considered, he wouldn't fret offering nurturing guidance as an afterthought. However, in the wake of seeing one clasp specifically, fans accept he is the most obviously awful father on TLC. Kody Brown demonstrates he's nastiest father on tender loving care. On Reddit, a few sister spouses fans can't resist the urge to censure Kody Brown's nurturing in the wake of watching a clasp of him hassling Isabel Brown. At the point when Kody plunks down behind Isabel and tells her the work she is accomplishing for her spine isn't sufficient, fans perceive how terrible he can be. Quite, she was talking essentially to her mother, Christine earthy-colored woolly, in the discussion. Christine recognized she had handed off to Kody that Isabel was doing her activities around 80% of the time. Yet, Kody promptly grades that as a D since she isn't doing them constantly. Besides the fact that commonly considered as a B, however, Kody had no empathy for the aggravation or consolation for the work she was making. Besides, certain individuals accept he was returning the fault on Isabel, just to evade paying for surgery. One Redditor realizes most young people don't completely finish, particularly when agony is involved. They add, such an A***** hole. What's up with him? Frankly, I think 80% is presumably a higher level of those awkward activities most young people would do. One more brings up the activities are certainly not a genuine arrangement. Saying exercise wouldn't right the curve of her twist or eliminate the steady aggravation she persevered. He just needed one more reason for not spending dollar on a genuinely necessary medical procedure. That egotistical look, his Amish facial hair and that frightful hair is so gross. No big surprise they all moved away. Moreover, they accept Kody Brown as gross. Saying, frightful man. Appalling. He could never converse with his number one Robin kids along these lines. What a POS. Likewise, another client grants Kody Brown a grade for parenthood. They add, as a dad, he's AF-, so there's that. I'm happy that Maine Robin's children need to tolerate him now. No big surprise those young ladies are apprehensive wrecks. Taste of his own medication. Watching Kody earthy-colored's response and nonverbal communication, numerous sister spouses fans believe that he is the most terrible father and husband. Furthermore, certain individuals wish Kody would persevere through torment like that of what his family has confronted. Nonetheless, Kody doesn't appear to ponder anybody yet his own misery. Oh, don't you recollect? He was on his deathbed with coronavirus. He verged on passing on. However, some way or another he didn't need to go to the emergency room or must be hospitalized, which appears to be odd on the off chance that he was so near death. This individual has zero capacity to at any point relate to any other person. Regardless of whether he had a similar degree of torment as Isabel had, he would make it sound like it was way more terrible than anything she encountered. However, certain individuals were set off by Kody earthy-colored's nonverbal communication. Somebody adds, the manner in which he throws his head back is indeed confronting reaction from fans. It resembles he's entering menace Watchers are taking to virtual entertainment to vent their disappointments over what they see as Robin's inclination to act ignorant during discussions and clashes on the show. Many fans are referring to her way of behaving as depleting and accept it's a conscious strategy she uses to keep away from responsibility or control the story in support of herself. With season 19 of Sister Spouses going full bore, the spotlight has been on Robin and her undeniably stressed relationship with the remainder of the earthy-colored family. In any case, her rehashed cases of disarray and obliviousness during urgent minutes have left fans feigning exacerbation, blaming her for utilizing the acting-confused everyday practice to avoid liability and shift fault. The playing idiotic conduct fans are discussing. All through the series, Robin has frequently depicted herself as the outcast attempting to conform to life inside the plural marriage structure. While this appeared to be legit in the previous seasons when she was still moderately new to the family, fans contend that her cases of was ignorant or confounded about relational peculiarities never again hold water. One key model happened in a new episode when Robin claimed not to comprehend the reason why Christine and Janelle were angry with Kody. Regardless of long stretches of pressure among Kody and his different spouses, Robin went about like she had no clue about the thing was causing the family's breaks. Watchers quickly took to Twitter to get down on her way of behaving, with one fan stating, "Robin imagining as she doesn't have the foggiest idea what's going on is going downhill. She's been in this family sufficiently long to know precisely exact things going on." One more example of this conduct was during a family conversation about Coyote Pass, where Robin guaranteed she didn't understand her activities were adding to the continuous show. Fans rushed to call attention to that her specific obliviousness helpfully lined up with minutes where she was being gone up against or censured. Fans accept Robin's confused demonstration is determined. A developing number of watchers trust Robin's acting moronic persona isn't an impression of veritable disarray but instead a determined procedure. They contend that by professing not to comprehend the main things, Robin can try not to get a sense of ownership with her job and the family's concerns while at the same time earning compassion from Kody. One fan on Reddit put it obtusely, saying, "Robin isn't idiotic, she knows precisely exact things she's doing. Playing dumbfounded keeps the intensity off her and makes Kody race to her guard without fail." Another analyst added, "It's depleting to watch her imagine like she's guiltless when she's been calling the shots in the background for a really long time." Why fans think that it is so baffling? Fans say Robin's way of behaving is especially baffling in light of the fact that it feels contemptuous of the genuine battles that other relatives, as Christine and Janelle, have confronted. Christine, for example, has straightforwardly examined her sensations of disregard and disappointment inside the marriage, while Janelle has more than once conflicted with Kody over monetary and property debates. As opposed to recognize these issues, Robin frequently answers with proclamations as, "I didn't realize things were simply awful," or "I'm attempting to sort out some way to make this work," which many fans see as deceitful. A fan on Twitter shared, "Robin behaving like she's ignorant regarding every other person's aggravation is so annoying. She's not the casualty here, she's contributor to the issue." Kody's guard of Robin stokes the fire. One more wellspring of disappointment for fans is the means by which Kody Brown responds to Robin's acting ignorant everyday practice. Rather than testing her or considering her responsible, Kody frequently jumps to her protection, further distancing his different spouses. In one episode, Kody chastised Christine for being excessively brutal on Robin during a conflict, guaranteeing that Robin was simply attempting to maintain order. Fans rushed to get down on the twofold norm, bringing up that Kody seldom shields his different spouses similarly. Kody deals with Robin like she's this delicate little blossom who can do nothing off base, one Reddit client composed. In the interim, he has no issue attacking Christine or Janelle when they express their genuine thoughts. Robin's dumbfounded demonstration is harming her standing. While Robin might have whenever been viewed as a thoughtful figure, somebody who truly needed to mix into the family and backing plural marriage, her rehashed cases of obliviousness are currently causing more damage than great. Many fans feel that her way of behaving has become unsurprising and untrustworthy, making it harder for them to associate with her. Robin's entire "I didn't know" act used to work since individuals thought she was really trying, a fan remarked on Facebook. Presently, it simply seems to be manipulative and counterfeit. She's horrible to crowds' trust. Indeed, even long-lasting watchers who once shielded Robin are beginning to become annoyed. One fan tweeted, "I used to feel awful for Robin, however presently I can't handle watching her. She's continuously playing the person in question, and it's debilitating." Will Robin address the analysis? It is not yet clear whether Robin will address the developing reaction from fans. While she has at times answered analysis via virtual entertainment, she will in general try not to straightforwardly draw in with negative remarks about her job on the show. A fan's trust that Robin's hesitance to defy these issues head-on just adds to the insight that she's not being real. Others believe she's probably not going to change her way of behaving as long as Kody keeps on supporting her genuinely. I don't think Robyn tends to think about the fans' thought process the same length as Kody has her covered, one Reddit client conjectured. She has him at her mercy, and she knows it. Determination, a troublesome figure in an isolated family. As Sister Spouses keeps on recording the unwinding of the earthy-colored family, Robyn's conduct stays a significant disputed matter for fans. Whether she's truly confused or decisively acting ignorant, one thing is clear: her activities are debilitating for some watchers to watch. Robyn's failure, or reluctance, to take responsibility for her part in the family's concerns has just extended the crack among her and the show's crowd. While certain fans actually feel for her, the mind-boggling opinion is by all accounts dissatisfaction and exhaustion. To fix her standing, she might have to truly investigate how she's depicting herself on the show and begin taking ownership of her activities. Up to that point, fans are probably going to continue currently addressing whether the season 18 detailed account was controlled by creation to lean toward Kody Brown. From particular altering to sketchy questioner strategies, watchers have taken to virtual entertainment to blame tender loving care for safeguarding Kody and turning the story in support of himself as opposed to giving a fair stage for all gatherings included. This discussion has ignited a warm discussion about the show's honesty, with fans bringing up a few occasions during the tell-all where Kody appeared to get away from intense addressing while his exes, especially Christine, Janelle, and Mary, confronted more straightforward investigation. Fans questioned the meeting arrangement. One of the greatest grumblings from fans focuses on the construction of the tell-all itself. Not at all like conventional gathering episodes where every one of the cast individuals show up in front of an audience together, Sister Spouses keeps on utilizing a one-on-one meeting design, with the cast addressing the host separately. Fans contend that this organization makes an absence of responsibility and allows Kody the opportunity to introduce his side of the story without being straightforwardly tested by his exes. A few watchers accept this arrangement was purposeful, permitting Kody to approach the story as he sees fit. A fan on Reddit voiced their dissatisfaction, saying, "They're allowing Kody to stay there in discourse without anybody to go against him." In the interim, Christine and Janelle are barbecued about each choice they made. It feels so uneven. One more added, the one-on-one meetings make it so natural for Kody to wind the story and try not to be considered responsible for his activities. The host's job enduring an onslaught. Many fans were likewise incredulous of the detailed story Sukanya Krishnan, blaming her for being too delicate on Kody while lopsidedly squeezing different spouses. Watchers called attention to that Kody was seldom intruded on during his meetings and was given adequate chance to make sense of or legitimize his activities, in any event, when his assertions went against past episodes. Interestingly, Christine and Janelle gave off an impression of being held to a better quality, with the host much of the time pushing them to make sense of their decisions or shield their sentiments. This divergence didn't be ignored by fans, who felt that Kody was being pampered by both the host and the creation group. One Twitter client stated, "For what reason is Sukanya allowing Kody to babble without posing him the hard inquiries? It's so clear they're attempting to safeguard him." One more remarked, "Christine becomes barbecued about why she left, yet Kody doesn't need to make sense of why he dismissed his different spouses. The predisposition is ludicrous. Altering decisions cause a stir." Fans likewise accept the altering of the detailed story was purposely created to introduce Kody in a more thoughtful light. Snapshots of Kody showing feeling or examining his battles were unmistakably included, while scenes that featured his defects were perceptibly made light of or overlooked through and through. For instance, a few watchers noticed that Kody's warmed explosions during the season were scarcely tended to in the detailed story, in spite of being a significant subject of conversation among fans. Also, Robyn's job in the family's cracks was addressed just momentarily, driving fans to estimate that creation purposefully limited her responsibility to safeguard her and Kody. A fan on Facebook shared, "The altering is so self-evident. They're showing Kody crying about how hard things are for him, yet they're not showing the times he shouted at his spouses or overlooked his children. It's all so determined. Safeguarding Kody for the show? One hypothesis circling among fans is that attention is intentionally safeguarding Kody and Robyn to keep the show alive. As the final couple actually dedicated to plural marriage, Kody and Robyn are integral to the establishment's future. A few fans accept the organization fears losing its primary storyline in the event that Kody is depicted too adversely, or on the other hand assuming watchers betray him totally. "We should be genuine, tender loving care needs Kody and Robyn to make all the difference for the show," a Reddit client estimated. "They won't blame everything on him since they know he's as yet the principal draw, whether individuals love him or can't stand him." This hypothesis has just energized fan disappointment, with many inclination that the show is presently not a true depiction of the relational peculiarities but instead a cautiously organized story intended to keep watchers snared. The spouses merit better. While a large part of the analysis has been aimed at Kody and tender loving care, fans are likewise voicing their help for Christine, Janelle, and Mary, who they accept were dealt with unreasonably during the detailed story. Watchers contend that these ladies merit an opportunity to recount their accounts without being eclipsed or excused. Christine and Janelle have had to deal with so a lot, and they're the ones who are continuing on and carrying on with their best lives, a fan tweeted. "They should be commended, not barbecued about why they left Kody." One more fan added, "Mary has tolerated such a huge amount for a really long time, and presently she's at last tracking down her freedom." However, the detailed account caused it to seem like her sentiments weren't generally so significant as Kody's. "It's so disappointing to watch. What fans need to seek pushing ahead." The reaction over the Season 18 detailed story has left many fans calling for changes to the configuration and creation of sister spouses. Some have recommended getting another host who will consider Kody and Robyn responsible, while others have required a live gathering with every one of the cast individuals present to guarantee a more adjusted conversation. "I need a live get-together where they can't alter out the significant stuff," one fan remarked on Instagram. "Put them all in similar room and let them work it out without a doubt." Others have recommended zeroing in additional on the existences of Christine and Janelle post-Kody, as opposed to proceeding to revolve the account around Kody and Robyn's relationship. Tender loving care needs to quit safeguarding Kody and begin zeroing in on the ones who are flourishing without him, a Reddit client composed. That is the story fans need to see. And, control or confusion? While it's difficult to be aware for specific whether the sister spouses tell everything was purposely controlled to incline toward Kody Brown, the discernment among fans is clear. Many feel that the show's creation group has an inclination that sabotages the validness of the series. As sister spouses keeps on developing, the tension is on tender loving care to address these worries and give a more adjusted depiction of the relational intricacies. Whether that implies changing the configuration of the detailed story, getting another host, or giving equivalent load to all viewpoints, one thing is sure, fans are requesting better, and they won't hesitate to get down on what they see as glaring partiality. For the present, watchers should keep a watch out assuming that tender loving care acknowledges their criticism or keeps on making the story such that leaves them doubting the show's respectability.